Okay, Pisces. What I'm gonna tell you is while I was shuffling the cards, I kept feeling like there was. I kept feeling like there was one card that I wanted to feel, and at the very last moment, as I went to go put it down, I felt I need to pick another one. So I feel like for some of you, you may be making some last minute decisions. You may have to make last minute decisions. Some of you may have maybe dealing with the repercussions of making a last minute decision during the month of November. Some of you are going to have to make quick decisions. Very quick. Be careful about be careful about acting on an impulse too. Let me get your self-care card for the month. Self-care is definite. All right. That one came out pretty sure. All right. So the card that came out, that popped out for you guys, is the Believe and Succeed card. Yeah, like I said, I feel like for some of you, you may have to make a very quick, impulsive decision. But I feel like for some of you who are making this decision, I feel like you're making it because it's going to put you in the right direction. You feel even though it's not a very well thought out decision, I feel like, my Pisces are very intuitive. I know my son is a Pisces, and he makes decisions sometimes. I'm looking at him like, what the hell are you thinking about? But it really does work out in the end, because he has that ability to see further off, So I feel like for some of you, that's what's happening for you during this month. I feel like you're going to be presented with an opportunity, and it may not seem plausible. You just like, fuck it, I'm going to try it anyway, and I'm just going to do it because I know that I'm going to be good. Major energy is coming in for you guys on the month of, I'm sorry, not major energy. Major focus will be focus. Oh, God, here we go. Let's start again. All right. A major focus will be on your chakras, two major chakras that you have, your heart chakra and your solar plexus chakra, okay? Let's see. For the general energy for the month, you have the Refusing to See card. And it goes back to what I said with this Believe and Succeed. Notice the eye here. You're being asked to use your first eye. I know most people say that's your third eye, but I believe that is your first eye, because more often than not, when you get a feeling about something, you get the feeling before you have time to think about it. If somebody presents you with something, you might be like, Then you think about it. Oh, yeah, well, maybe. And then you talk yourself into it. And then when you talk yourself into it, you're just like, no, I probably shouldn't have done that. So I feel like for some of you, that's why I say that it's more so I think of it more so as your first eye as opposed to your third, because it's asking you to close your mind off and think with your solar plexus, think with your third eye, think with your gut. It's interesting. You know what I said, your heart and your chakra, your solar plexus is coming up, but even I feel like this is just a representation of your third eye or your first eye or your brow chakra. Okay. So I feel like for a lot of you, that focus is you're going to have to make a blind decision this month. I feel like, and it says refusing to see. And I feel like it's what it's saying is that you're refusing to see something in a so-called rational way or a plausible way, something that doesn't really seem practical, but I feel like you feel very strong about it and you're going to go towards it. Okay. It's like you know something. Look at the light above here. I feel like something's been illuminated and you know something. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why you're so ready to go to be gung-ho about whatever decision this is. I don't feel like this is a bad decision. Okay. I just feel like you may be coming off, your behavior may be a little erratic to people this month. They may not understand what you're doing, and that's okay. Excuse me. Notice I just coughed right here. You may have difficulty communicating your wants and your needs or your dreams. Some people are just not going to be able to see your dreams or understand your dreams, and that's okay. Know that that's going to be all right, because it's not for anybody else to see. It's for you to see and for you to work on, for you to cultivate. Okay. What's going on within your career? You have the heart chakra. I'm going to get one more card just to see where we need to focus on that. Control. I told you major energy. You have this is like the Strength card. I feel like some of you are really going to have to temper your your emotions or temper your tone and how you speak to certain people. I feel like for some of you, I keep feeling like I see there's some Pisces out there that really on the job, okay? Those who have to work with other people. I'm not talking about people who work with, who own their own business. I'll talk to you because I feel like I have a message for you too. But those who have to work around people in an environment, I feel like there are things that you don't agree with management, and it's been really difficult for you to bite your tongue about what's going on. I feel like some of you have been made privy to some underhanded type of energy that's been going on, and I feel like for some of you it's really hard. There are things that you know that it doesn't sit right with you on the job. I know. Now, what that could mean also, it may not be political. It could be that you may feel caught in the middle between two coworkers. I feel like some of you know something about somebody. You feel like you're in the middle of something and you feel like you need to do something about it. Excuse me, something's coming up. Yeah, you need to do something about it. But I feel like what the energy is saying is for you to hold your tongue, hold your mule. You want to temper your feelings about it. It could be with the person that you were friends with at the job, and now you guys are not all that cool anymore. I just feel like something underhanded, something doesn't feel stable. Or the vibe doesn't feel very copacetic. It feels very tense. Okay, and because your environment is tense, it throws you off. So I feel like you're really trying to like grin and bear it during this month. You're having to endure something. Maybe this is what this refusing to see is like. You're trying to close a blind eye to a situation. You know, some of you, and I just heard this too, some of you know that there are two people on your job that are having an affair. You may be close with one of their spouses or their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and you're trying not to say anything. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, you feel like you're stuck in this situation and whatever it is, you don't want to have any parts of it. And it's weighing heavily on your heart chakra. Okay. Because you feel as if you need to do something. Okay, moving on to your love life, you have the Two of Cups. This is the coming together card. So I feel like those who are in a relationship. Oh, let me go back. For those who own their own business, particularly those who have their own business that are working with, that have friends or family that are they are employed by you. I feel like there's a pull on your heartstrings as well, because I don't feel like this person is doing what they're supposed to do at the job. I feel like they're using you as your relationship as a means or as a reason to slack off, and you're getting tired of it, and you're really trying to figure out a way to how to let this person go without creating a strain within the relationship and within the family. But you're really trying your best. Your patience is being tested, Pisces. Regardless whether you're working, you own your business or you working for somebody else, somewhere on the job, your patience is being tested strongly, even with school. I'm so focused on these eyes here. You have to focus on what you already know and focus on the people. You know these people better than they know themselves. And I feel like that's part of the reason why some of them have not you haven't said the things that you want to say to them, because you, in a way, you know where they're coming from, no matter how twisted it is, but you would prefer to stay out of it. All right. So going back to your love relationship. Yeah. So I do feel like some of you are really, relationships are deepening at this time. Some of you are actually planning on having a baby. Some of you may get pregnant during this month. Some of you are really expressing your relationships during this month, especially if you're already in something. Feels like you can talk to this person about anything. If you haven't met anybody yet, I feel like that person is coming. And it's just a good time. I feel like for some of you, you're feeling more at peace with yourself. feel like some of you, some of you oysters. This is weird, but oysters. You know, oysters are supposed to be an aphrodisiac. I feel like some people are going to be consuming oysters during this month. That may be how you end up getting pregnant. Something about fertility is very strong during the month of November. So if you're really trying, this is your time to try. I feel like both you and your partner are in such a energetic alignment that the environment is conducive to bringing another life within the world. I feel like, and maybe this is where that refusing to see is, and where this believe and succeed, because I do feel like very strongly that you guys who are ready to have a baby, you're wanting to plan this out per se, that you and your partner are on board. Like, this is what we're going to do. You know, I feel like for some of you, you've really been preparing months up until this time, making sure that you get enough folic acid, eating dark leafy greens, may have been exercising. He may have stopped smoking. It could just be that type of energy. And so it's like, now it's game time. Okay. I do feel like for some of you, if you're single, I feel like the love energy around you is going to be very good. I feel like you'll see people around you getting back together. It feels just very, it could be because of the holiday as well, but I just feel like your emotions are going to be heightened during the month of November, and you're just really at a place where you can feel everything, and you're cherishing the small moments. You're appreciating those small moments, okay? However small they are, minute, somebody else may brush it off. You may be looking at something like, oh, that was so sweet, male or female. I feel like it's both. Okay. And what I like about it is the fact that you're opening yourself up, and you're opening, for those who are single, you're definitely opening yourself up to vulnerability, to draw someone in who can be vulnerable with you. Okay. Without shame. And the two of you will be able to cherish this and hold it very near to your heart, and it'll be very precious to you. Now, what's going on with your finances? So going back to what I said at the very beginning, because now you're working on your solar plexus with your finances. Okay. So this is your center of will, your control, your centers for motivation. Okay. This is also where, I feel like a lot of you, what I said earlier about, you may be jumping out and doing something that other people think is crazy, but you know that you can do it. I feel like this is that confidence within yourself telling you, like, yes, I can do this. Okay, let me get another card. Yeah. Seven. This is like the Seven of Pentacles, the awaiting results card. I feel like for a lot of you, you've been saving. Some of you have been saving. Some of you have been really working on your accumulating wealth. Some of you have really been working on how you view money. I feel like for some of you, it just feels like it's game time. Let me get one more card. Yeah, another major arcana card you have. This is like the Fool card. I feel like there's something, it was something that you have done. So now, whatever this was, it could be money that you have been saving up. For some of you, I feel like you want to branch out on your own, or maybe start your own business, or you have some type of talent or hobby that you're trying to cultivate. I feel like you've been doing something behind the scenes. It feels very artistic. I feel like, so for some of you, it could have been writing. Some of you are definitely feel music. Some of you may have decided that you wanted to, some of you could be in some type of holistic treatments. But whatever it is, I feel like you've been doing it behind the scenes. You've been learning, and now you're ready to make almost like a big reveal. I feel like maybe for some of you, maybe that's what you're struggling with right now, is whether you need to leave your current position. I don't really see anybody leaving per se, but you're definitely in preparation to do something, okay, to make some type of major move. I feel like you're in the very final stages of bringing something about. when it comes to your finances. It feels very business. Yeah, you have the temperance card, and also you have it again with your health. This is the balance card. So you have it here within your solar plexus. I feel like for some of you, you are really understanding and grasping that you can draw money in, and the money that's coming to you is money that you deserve. Okay, so for some of you, you're going to be, I feel like pretty soon, no, December, January, up to between now and I'm gonna say your birthday, Pisces, you whatever you're putting together, like you have a master plan. Like I said, nobody really knows about it. Maybe a few, a select group of people, but I feel like you have something in the works, and you're gonna be making a big reveal. All right. But I feel like what's going on for you now is just maintaining that you have the confidence and maintaining your will to keep the momentum going. I feel like for some of you, knowing that you are in control of your spending habits as well, because I feel like over the next couple of months, you're really going to have to be until everything falls into place, you're really going to have to mind how much money you're putting out. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that's everything I'm getting. Yes. So you have to make sure, because again, you're trying to plant some type of firm root so it can grow over time. It's like you're doing a lot of the leg work. So, you guys have to let me know what that is. Well, when it's time, don't tell me just yet, but I do. I feel like some of you are embarking on some type of new financial journey, but you definitely have to make sure that you're going to keep yourself motivated, because I feel like it may slow down during the month of November too. Like things just seem a little mundane. A lot of the exciting part was a couple of months ago, but now it just seems like, okay, so now what? This is the logistic part about it. And you're just like, So just keep the faith and try to keep your temper, keep your emotions balanced, because, I know sometimes Pisces can get a little impatient when things are not moving as fast as they would like it. But just know that everything, trust, because this is your card, and trust to know that everything is working out in your favor. All right. Within health, again, you have balance. I feel like for a lot of you, you're really trying to balance out your diet. I feel like some of you are really trying to balance out your work and your home life. I feel like some of you are trying to get you're really working on trying to get restful sleep. I feel like for some of you are really trying to work on embracing whatever opposite energy you embrace. So if you are a female and you embrace more of your masculine energy than the feminine energy, I feel like some of you're going to be trying to work on embracing your feminine energy. Same thing for men, or vice versa. So if you're already in tune as a woman to your feminine energy, you may be trying to get more in tune with your masculine energy. I feel like for women, definitely trying to get in tune with your feminine energy. I feel as if I feel like dance, you may be a little bit more creative during this month. I feel like you're trying to marry both sides of your brain. Music would be good. If some of you may be interested in learning a new instrument, piano is what I'm really feeling. Something where you can express yourself creatively. I feel like also puzzles. I feel like some of you may be even taking some type of martial arts class. I keep hearing warrior spirit. Okay. So, maybe for some of you, this may be for some of you that are more in tune with your feminine. You may be trying to get more in tune with your warrior spirit. Or your masculine energy. It could go either way. Whatever energy that you embrace the most, you're trying to embrace the one that you embrace the least. Okay. But I do feel it's something about self-defense. So maybe you're taking self-defense classes. Maybe starting some type of exercise regimen. It feels like strength, like there's some type of strength training is what I feel. For some of you who are trying to embrace the masculine energies a little bit more. Yeah, that's about the best way I can put it, y'all. I don't know anywhere else I can say it. Moving on. All right. So your self-care card is magnificent, and it says on the back, "Own your magnificence. The world needs your brilliance and your grace." And again, it goes back to these two cards here within your your career and your finances. Something is going on. Like I told you, something is brewing up under the surface, and people may not understand what you're doing, but you know what you're doing, and that's all that matters. And you have to know that you have you regardless, and that you're protected and you're fine. And what your idea, for some of you, you're inventing something, and the idea is fucking amazing. Okay, you're putting something together, and I feel like you're just having to remember during the month of November that you gotta believe in yourself. That everything is going to work out just the way you planned it. Even if you have a little bumps along the way, keep your emotions tempered and keep your eyes on the prize. Okay, and continue to move forward. Listen to this. This first eye here. Use this first eye to guide you, because I feel like you've been using it and it's been leading you to a better place. But sometimes I feel like you get a little discouraged. It may be because of other people, but continue to listen to that inner voice inside, because I feel like it's not leading you in the wrong way, and you're seeing that. So don't worry about what everybody else has to say, and know what you're doing is right on track of where you're supposed to be.